Mine's good.
Hello, this is Math Jazz from Almost Cool, and this has been 3 weeks since our last Stellaris livestream. So, welcome to the reboot of this. We have here with us Diermood
Hello, everybody.
and Swarmlord, as usual.
Hello.
We're playing a new beta version of the game. Is that right, Swarmlord?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of bug fixes and whatnot in in beta patches, and so we're opting in, trying to keep our game as stable as possible. Ever since the episode where we came on and suddenly found ourselves with massive negative incomes.
Yeah, I still have massive negative incomes.
Well, yeah, there's only so much we can do right now. Yeah.
You said that there were some big updates on the horizon for Stellaris.
Yes, in fact. One of the things they have released that they are planning on doing with one of the next major updates is they're going to be tinkering with the crises again. This time they'll be allowing us to mess with the crisis strength. They'll be adding in options that at the game setup that allow you to put the crisis at various points, along with other things. Like you will be able to put how rare or how common primitive civilizations are, and you'll be able to put the crisis strength at anywhere from 1/4 of their current power to 5 times their current power.
Okay.
And they are going to be completely reworking the AI crisis, because as it is not really a crisis so much as an annoyance that with all the events, whereas the crisis, the attacking crisis itself is relatively minor. Usually by the time it shows up, you have fleets large enough to crush it immediately. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been too hard to deal with crises.
Well, I mean, even the other two are at least decent, or at least hard to deal with. As in, you can't just say, "Oh, I'll just send a fleet there, and that'll be the end of it." It's actually, a bit of a challenge. But the what they're planning on doing is they're planning on turning the AI crisis into the contingency, which is an old AI whose purpose is to sterilize the galaxy and of higher biological life forms and control or destroy other synthetic life forms. And it's still triggered by AI technology and whatnot, but it will start off with its own monstrous fleet, and it will actually be a real-time crisis. It'll actually be all the it will be as powerful as a regular crisis would have been.
They added the ability to click thousands over. Whoa, you have like no minerals, do you?
Right. Okay. Ooh. Give me a moment, and then I'll accept that. I just need to. Did I have that? I always have that. I'd like to trade for mineral.
I'm just, for some reason, I'm just really hurting for minerals.
Yeah, so I found out something about about the sectors that actually makes rapid expansion a little bit harder and overall. And that would be that the sector AI really hesitates on putting down buildings at the very beginning.
Why?
Because that's just the way it's set up. It just has a problem doing that. So generally what you want to do is that you want to instead of just plopping down a planet and sticking it into a sector, you want to at least get it up to the point where it will be able to where it will have the basic buildings down, because then the AI will be willing to actually upgrade the system as it is.
That's kind of ridiculous. But okay, that's good to know.
It is.
It's a little late for me though. I'm not going to be able to buy back all of my systems to rebuild them.
There is very little area I can currently go into at this time. Most likely place is for me to start having. I really would have to expand through other people again, unless I was willing to go and cut Diermut off.
Like the United Havariga systems?
Through the what?
You want to cut through the United Havariga systems?
Oh, no, because that's a little bit farther off. And I'd have to go through the current Fallen Empire at the moment. Which, while I might be able to build up my fleet back up to the levels where I could actually face them, at the moment my fleets are still not capable of taking on a Fallen Empire and winning.
You don't need to go against Polysimus Forerunners. You can just... You already border them. They're the light blue ones.
Yeah.
You just have to jump the arm.
They're also one of the people who are actually willing to give me a research agreement, so...
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm actually on good terms with him.
They have a negative 179 toward me.
Yeah, well... He's an evangelizing zealot.
How did you like him? How did he like you?
Because we're both spiritualists.
Yeah, okay.
System survey complete.
Oof.
Why do they stay mad so long when you conquer them?
Sure, I'll take your...
Colony established.
I am getting lag spikes, and I have no idea why.
It's the Assembly of Prosnikan Worlds. Okay.
Debris analyzed.
There are only 2 levels to government, right? Once you've reformed
Construction
once,
complete.
you can't reform it again at a higher level.
No, you can reform it. You can reform it as many times as you want. There's a time limit to how many. There's a time limit after you reform it before you can reform it again, and it costs 250 influence
System
per
survey
reformation.
complete.
However, I mean,
Oh! Hello, Chev's Gaming. How are you? So, I guess the first question is, do you play Stellaris, Chev's Gaming? Also, you can go on, Swarmlord.
what?
You can go on with what you were saying. We have to wait for a response in the chat.
I have totally lost track of what I was thinking.
We were talking about reforming governments.
Right?
Every time you
You can
reform, you get a new civics point, right?
No,
No?
you get the civics point is a. It's been a while since you played. Civics. You start off with 2 civics points. You get the third one through a specific research. You can mess around with what civics you have and whatnot whenever you reform the government, but you don't get more civics points.
Oh.
Uh,
System survey complete.
that has to be a bug.
What's a
What
bug?
does?
There's a primitive civilization that has the uplifted trait on it. unless someone already messed with them. No, they're way up. I have no idea what happened there.
Oh, Commander Ravelli. Hello. Do you play Stellaris? So, I just found out about draining sector stockpiles, Stormlord.
Yeah, that's a. This is what happens when we go for weeks without playing. Go for weeks without playing. People tend to forget this sort of thing.
No, I don't. Was that a feature? Or is that a new thing?
That was. I'm pretty sure that was around before we left, or at least they were adding it in.
Right now, I'm just trying to decide if you're crazy.
Oh, so we should probably talk about why we haven't had episodes the last 3 weeks, right?
Pretty simple. You've been out of town.
Well, yeah. I've been traveling. But, I mean, we can just tell about what I've been doing. So, I went to 3 different research conferences. One of them in Georgia, one in Philadelphia, and one of them in Utah. And I gave talks about my research, which is in, well... Oh, what happened to my ship? Huh, weird. Okay, so my research is in model theory, or descriptive set theory. And so I was giving talks about when can we construct certain things and when can we not construct certain things in mathematics. Or like what tools do we need to construct certain objects in mathematics. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, and I had some adventures with my traveling too. So my flight from a certain airline, which I'm
System survey complete.
well, I'll tell the story and I'll decide whether or not to slander the airline later. But there's this airline that I flew to Philadelphia with. I had scheduled a plane ticket to Philadelphia and another one from Philadelphia, and my flight to Philadelphia was delayed by 4 hours. And so instead of arriving at midnight, Philadelphia time, and being able to sleep for 7 hours before going to the conference, I arrived at 4 in the morning, Philadelphia time, and I was not able to sleep before the conference. So I had to be awake and talking about research grade mathematics with no sleep. It was terrible. Anyway, that wasn't as bad as on the way back, my flight was just canceled outright. And so, but the thing was is that they kept on saying, oh, it'll be just, it's delayed just a little bit longer, and oh, it's delayed just a bit longer. And they kept delaying it until eventually there weren't any other flights on any other airlines. So I had to just sleep in the airport terminal for the night, waiting for the first flight out the next morning on a different airline.
That sucks.
Scientist died. That's sad.
Yeah.
Research complete. Construction complete.
Hey, I got a research.
Okay. So who's doing what at the moment? We got any sort of long-term plans, or are we just kind of
I want to
consolidating?
attack the Rayub Allied domains.
I'm just trying to rebuild my influence a bit, so I'm trying to avoid using any while I am trying to get my empire a little better. Because I have some of my plans that I haven't focused on in a bit, and so they're a little behind.
I don't have minerals.
How's your energy credits doing?
I produce tons of energy credits. I just don't produce any minerals.
Have you seen any of the what are they called? They're the trader enclaves.
No. Where are they?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, go to your contacts and scroll, and if you're set to relative power being top to bottom, it'll be closer to the bottom. I want to see, just tell me if you see anything that says Trader Enclave.
I see lots of curator enclaves, but no trader enclaves. Oh wait, no, I see one.
Okay, you'll want to communicate with them, and then trade energy credits for minerals. It's 2 to 1, but you get energy, but you get minerals.
Oh, I will gladly do this.
That's what I've been generally doing, except for the last little bit where I set it up so that I have energy credits instead I'm trading food for minerals.
I'm trying to remember which of these bases I built up for the purpose of building a fleet. It's been a while. What they really need to do, they need to make it so that it's easy to assign build orders to space stations.
Okay. What are you doing?
How long does recently conquered tend to last, or humiliated?
Humiliated? That should show up in your government tab under the modifiers.
Thank you. 2,060 days, roughly. So, okay, thank you. That helps me out. This is a few years.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
By the way, I did it.
Did what? Oh, reconnected your space?
Hmm.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of myself.
Ah.
I'll be right back in about 20, 30 seconds most.
Non-aggressive, they're not aggressive. That would be why they're not moving.
So, what's going on for you at work, Swarmlord?
At work?
Yeah.
Nothing much. It's a grocery store.
Construction complete.
Well, yeah, but are you moving up the hierarchy? Are you getting trained on new equipment? Like,
What new equipment? That we barely have enough money, or, well, okay. No, I'm not sure if we actually if it's that we have it, whether or not we have enough money. It's more our
Incoming transmission.
our corporate office has problems upgrading current equipment in any useful manner.
oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually wished, like, they upgraded our self-checkout machines, and I'm wishing they put them back. Because they cause more problems the way they are. Yay, nothing lost. So, why did my thing suddenly go down? And where are my transport ships? Well... There's a lot of noise on your... Just...
I'm gonna speed it up to fast.
Let's see what happens.
System survey complete.
Part of the problem is that it's just we've been straight up lagging. At least as far as I can tell.
Are the Mega Cannon and Giga Cannon considered higher versions of the Gauss Cannon?
No, they're the big weapons.
They're the
They're
extra large. They're for the extra large slot.
Oh, okay.
As I get rid of spirituality, my life will be easier. So I can get to robots. Because I want robots. But my normal playstyle is robots. I like robots.
You like Roblox.
Why am I losing minerals all of a sudden? And I'm definitely getting lags from somewhere. It's really weird because I've upgraded to a wired connection now.
It should be better when I get back in 2 weeks. Then we'll be in the same state.
Well, I mean, the problem isn't. Maybe that's partially it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Is it on your end, Matt, guys?
No, it's definitely Swarmlord that's lagging.
Not the lag.
What?
The baby sound.
Oh, yeah, my nephew is here.
Ah.
So,
My sisters are like in love. My sisters are like in love with him.
he is a cute baby. He is 9 months old now.
I still can't believe him walking at 9 months. Well, technically it was a little earlier, but yeah.